Welcome back.
Welcome back to the AOK. I'm Anissa.
I'm Chris.
And today we're going to be going over why TOK starts with you.
Right? This is what, the second, third episode? The third episode?
Third episode.
Oh my
third
gosh.
Third or fourth. Sixth or seventh.
You guys are going to get tired of seeing us, bro.
So today, for our core question, we're going to be going over what is a knowledge claim. This is a very important part to the TOK and the TOK, what is it, like, the TOK subject?
Yeah.
The TOK
like
curriculum.
Yeah.
The TOK curriculum overall. So before we get into that, Chris, do you remember what I want to ask you? Do you remember what we went over last video?
Last video, if my memory serves me correct, we went over the 12 key concepts.
The 12 key concepts? Or did we go over knowledge, perception?
I know those were okay. So I know it was one of those. I think it was a 50-50 for me. I just chose one.
Right. Chris definitely knows what he's talking about. He's an expert in the TOK
Literally
curricula.
An expert.
Okay, I used the word correctly this
I
time.
have an honorary PhD.
Right. So I wanted to remind you, in case you forgot, which of course you didn't, but I wanted to remind you that we talked about perception, perceiving the world around us, that our world isn't real.
Yeah.
Right? We talked about reality. And a big part of that is that you need to have knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Like you have knowledge of the world around you, or you think that you do, right?
You have knowledge of the way that you perceive the world from your own perspective.
From your own perspective, yes. So the concept we're going to be talking about today is that knowledge does not exist in isolation. We also touched on that a little bit last video, but rather it passes through a knower.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what is a knower?
A knower is anyone who lives in experiences and they take the knowledge that they gain from those experiences and they pass it on to other people.
Right. So you're a knower.
I'm a knower.
I'm a knower.
You're 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 a
You're
knower.
all
You're a knower.
You get a car. Right. So from that, we want to say that there are a couple key ideas that the video covers involving knowers and knowledge claims, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first, like we continue to tell you, like this is so important. We don't access the world directly, right? We access it through our minds,
Yeah.
our senses,
Yeah.
and language. So language is like super important to today's video. One may think that the language that you speak isn't, like you don't even think about it. It just comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
But it's actually so important to the way that knowledge is communicated.
Yeah.
Right. So, Chris speaks what? Do you speak a language? A different language than English?
I speak a little bit of a lot. I speak some Spanish. I speak a lot of Creole.
Ooh.
I
Yes,
speak
Creole.
Japanese very badly. But because I'm able to speak so many languages and I live in places where I can be around people who speak Spanish and people who
Right.
speak Creole,
Right.
I can kind of analyze the differences in how these people talk to each other and the way that how certain things they say can mean different things depending on how you say them.
Right, but it's like even though you're saying the same thing, like you think you're saying the same thing, it
Yeah.
actually is a totally different connotation.
Yeah.
Like the tone changes the meaning or the way that it's received.
Yeah.
Like I've watched a video where like in China, you know how like it's like kind of rude to like comment on people's weight or appearance.
Mhm.
Like you shouldn't point it out in
Yeah.
America. Well, in China apparently it's like casual conversation. Like
Oh, wow.
it's small talk. It's like you just talk about somebody's like you're just like, oh, you gained
And
weight.
that's accepted
It's
because of your
acceptable,
culture.
right? But it's also imagine like that same thing, like, oh, you look like you gained weight, like, oh wow, you just told me
Yeah,
that.
in America, you really
You
cannot
can't say that, even though it's not like.
Even though it shouldn't be something that
shouldn't
is
be something- yeah,
stigmatized,
right.
it is stigmatized.
Because of cultural norms
Because
and
of
other
cultural norms
factors,
and-
right? So therefore, who you are affects what you know, right? This knowledge that you're kind of taking in,
Yeah.
right? And the language that you're speaking.
Yeah.
So, TOK, it's self-theory of knowledge. It doesn't just start with like objective facts. It doesn't start with facts.
No.
It really starts with the person who's receiving said
Yeah,
facts.
someone who's observing something.
Right. So why does perception matter at all then? Like the way that the way that you are. If everything is perceived, then how do you distinguish a fact versus that perception?
If everything is perceived, how do you distinguish a fact? You can never.
You can never.
That's the biggest thing about TOK. TOK will leave you
We're going in circles.
everything and nothing at the same time. That's a objective truth is something I would like to say.
Right.
Yeah, something that's true to me is not always going to be true to you.
Exactly. So, on that note, let's get back into
Objective versus subjective truth.
let's get back into the core question of the video, right? So, a knowledge claim. The kognity book, the TOK kognity book, has a definition I have right here for a knowledge claim, right? So, a knowledge claim is simply an assertion whereby you are putting into words what you think.
Yeah.
Okay, so when making a knowledge claim, you're not just gonna immediately be like, oh, I know this.
Yeah.
You're not, oh, I know how to take a bath. Oh, I know how to toast bread.
Yeah.
I know how to walk. Like, you don't do that.
Yeah, you have to broaden your idea of what knowledge claims are.
Of what a knowledge claim. That's not what a knowledge claim is.
Yeah.
Rather, it's a statement, right? So you're like, oh, I took a bath. It implies that you know how to do that.
And I hope that us coming and telling you what a knowledge claim is helps you to analyze when people are trying to convey knowledge claims to you, and you can like pick apart what they're saying so that you can better analyze and get a more contextual view of what the world is around you.
Yes, like being able to analyze people's speech immediately, like on arrival. Like if I communicate to you, oh, I just did this.
Yeah.
That tells you like the fact that you're like, oh, you know how to do this, and you can contextualize it in a different way. Yeah. So a knowledge claim isn't just like pretending to put people into neat boxes about the way that they think. Rather, it teaches you that there are different ways to communicate. So there are different types of knowledge claims, right?
Yeah.
There are 4 of them. There's an observational claim, a value claim, a metaphysical claim, and lastly, a prediction.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to explain those to you guys. When you confuse these categories, it will, like Chris was talking about, it will change the way that you're communicating.
Yeah.
You will not get your point across correctly. So misinformation and conflict can arise when you don't know these. So it's really important that you learn the 4 different types of knowledge claims.
And how to distinguish between them.
Exactly.
So that you can decipher truth.
So Chris, let's get into it. Let's go.
Observational claims require evidence, okay? So if I was to observe that Priska's shirt is red.
Yes.
The evidence would be that you guys can see in that Priska's shirt is red if you're in this room.
You can't see that Priska's shirt
Hopefully
is
someone
red.
takes a picture and we like put it up. Priska's shirt is red. I swear I would never lie to you.
Oh, I don't know if you should believe him, but
I've never lied before. Ask anybody.
that's a knowledge claim that is like he's confusing it. It's not right.
Is it?
Oh.
You tell me. Hopefully you'll be able to tell.
Okay. So, right, observational statements. So the definition is that they are claims about the world that are based on observation or experience and can, in principle, be checked.
Yes.
So key idea, they deal with what is or was. They feel objective, but they still rely on perception, measurement, and interpretation. So an example would be, it's raining outside.
Yeah.
Priska's shirt is red.
Priska's shirt is red.
That's an observational statement.
Because we have senses, we can both agree and have come to a consensus that Priska's shirt
Exactly. It's
is
through
red.
consensus.
Yes.
That's how you agree. Oh, yes. Okay. So number 2, we have
Value claims, okay? Value claims require reasoning. And that reasoning can be ethical reasoning, moral reasoning, a value statement of whether you think something is good or bad, depending on what you've been through or the way that you perceive the world through your senses and your history. So let's give a value claim. Give me an example of a value claim right now.
back to the rain thing or back to Priska's shirt? Her shirt makes me happy. The red makes me happy. The red shirt makes me happy.
Yeah.
That's a value judgment.
I do like the color red. Another value claim:
Chris
color red
likes
is the best color.
There you go. So, right. So that's exactly what it is.
I'm okay. Let's demonstrate a value claim requiring reasoning.
Okay.
My favorite the best color in the world is red.
Why is the best color in the world red? Red.
Red is the best color because my dad had a red jacket when I was younger, and I liked it a lot, so I like the color red.
Aww. That's perfect. That's exactly what a value judgment is.
That is a value judgment.
That's a value judgment. That's a great example. So, yes. So, they're claims and judgments about what is good, bad, important, beautiful, or worthwhile. They rely on values, not observation alone. Remember the difference between a value and a belief, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But value judgments can't be proven true or false.
Yeah.
They can only be justified, as Chris just showed us. Like, he literally, yeah.
Because ultimately, it's your opinion.
There you go. Okay, number 3. Metaphysical statements.
Metaphysical statements require some sort of belief system.
Right.
You have to believe that something will happen for you. Like the concept of praying for what you want. You come to God and you ask him or you ask him.
TOK God.
TOK God.
TOK God.
I apologize. That's blasphemy. I have blasphemed TOK God.
I forgot.
Yeah, my bad.
Bro, you can't do our TOK God like that.
Forgive me.
Okay, do you guys remember what the TOK God is? TOK God is our separate entity that represents a God, an all-powerful being that we use to separate from other religions.
A knower, a creator.
I know.
An endower.
A deity.
A deity, you know?
Oh, yes, a deity.
Yes.
Okay, right. So anyways, back to the thing. So, yes, a religious statement is a good example of a metaphysical statement. So
recent metaphysical statement. The Islam cultural aspect of doing good deeds for value points in heaven.
Oh, right, because Chris did participate
in Ramadan.
And that's a good one. So basically in Islam, which, I don't know, in Islam, you have an angel, and you have 2 angels on your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And one writes down all the good deeds that you have, and one writes down all the bad deeds that you have. So the actions that you do on a daily basis basically determine your worthiness of Judgment Day. Yeah. Right? So on Judgment Day. So that's a good kind of exemplar of how these metaphysical statements are translated through the cultural ideology of Islam. The Muslim religion.
In general. It's just an example.
So the claims are about realities that are beyond direct observation. Mm-hmm. You cannot make a metaphysical statement that can be empirically tested. You can't test it in real life.
No.
You cannot test it in real life. So they depend purely on faith, philosophy, belief systems, rather than empirical evidence. So the example that I have down is that everything happens for a reason. Yeah. Everything happens for a reason. That's something that I say all the time.
Which, although I am not a religious man, I believe to a great extent, bro.
Right.
Everything happens for a reason.
That's where you really get into it. It's you can understand these things from a logical perspective, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have your own. Yeah. You're gonna have your own practices that you do. I say that all the time. I truly do. The energy of the universe and stuff.
It's just a good mindset to have. It keeps you sane.
Okay, right. So the last one, predictions, right? So
a prediction, basically just an inference on you've seen this happen because you've experienced things. I'll say it this way: because you've experienced things, you're able to now draw predictions or make guesses about what's going to happen in the future because you've witnessed those things in the past.
Right. So there are claims about what will happen in the future, like you just said, and they're not verifiable yet. Mm-mm. You cannot make people who tell predict things, even the weather, the weather app. Bro, the weather app is not I don't always listen to the weather app.
I tell you, I went crazy when I realized that the weatherman couldn't just tell the future. I thought he just knew. But he's just taking a guess. And
that's why it's important to know these things.
I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's a fraud.
science are also predictions. Like a lot of the science that we have,
Yeah.
a lot of everything is like it's a prediction.
Everything's a prediction.
Well, not everything. Okay, wait, yo. We're talking about like we're still talking about the weather.
But Einstein's equations just predict how a black hole would operate based on how an apple falls on the ground, bro.
So when
That's
we
crazy.
when we do our science video, we'll kind of go into how like things that like when you learn stuff in school, it's kind of told to you in a way that's like, oh no, this is the truth. But science is always changing.
Yeah.
Things are always changing. So it's important that you kind of take things with a grain of salt. But
Yeah.
we're also telling, please listen to evidence and like critical thinking and justification. That's also important.
If someone tries to bring up bloodletting to you, you have to
Okay, so those are the main 4 that we have, right? There are a couple other types of value or knowledge claims. There are a couple of other knowledge claims that we have. There are 2 other ones that are kind of that are there, but they're not as important to the TOK curriculum. So I wanted to include them anyways. We have hypothetical statements and we have definitions. So first, let's go into hypothetical statements.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever played the game What Would You Do?
I like
or
the
Would You
show.
Rather?
Oh, Would You Rather?
Oh my god, I love the game Would You Rather.
Like the actual board. I used to have the board game, but I know it's just like just a word game.
Would you rather be always sticky or always itchy?
Ew, I don't like either.
You
Can I
had
pick
to
or?
pick.
Can I just pick
No,
or?
you can pick or. Like sticky, like you stick to yourself.
Like I stick to myself,
yeah,
or
like-
I hate being itchy. I hate being
You have to
itchy.
pick one.
I think I'd pick the sticky.
Why?
But then, like, how would I, like, why?
Yeah.
I feel like it would be easier to feel my skin attaching to itself than feel itchy all the time. Like, I would still be always like,
That's a hypothetical statement.
oh.
If I had to either pick between being either sticky or always itchy, I'd pick always itchy because I feel like it would be easier to maneuver with.
Really?
Yeah. That's a hypothetical statement.
It's a hypothetical.
We place her in a situation that will never exist or, you know, we hope.
Well,
And,
if something were to be the case, like, what would you choose?
Yeah.
If something were to be the case, what would you choose? So they're conditional and speculative. They're essential for reasoning, even though they can't be directly verified. So an example from some of the examples that I've been mentioning, where like if it rains, the game will be canceled.
Yeah.
Right. So back to the raining thing. If the weatherman tells you that the rain is gonna come, then your game is gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
If the lightning comes, you know,
Yeah.
it's over. And then we have definitions. What
just
are
a
words
definition.
mean?
Like, yeah,
what do words mean?
Sometimes a statement is true just off the word being used. Like an example I heard, I don't know, I'm gonna butcher it, but it was like Timothy is a bachelor because he's unmarried. Where I defined the word bachelor with Timothy being unmarried. So that's an example of a definition being a knowledge claim.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So it's from the understanding that you
Yeah.
have. So if a word is used within a language
Yeah.
and it's used over and over again, eventually that picks up. You know, like there's also cultural slang that is used that is like that once that definition is set, like it's kind of set.
Yeah.
You know, and even if you use that word in the context it was originally intended for, then it still gives that definition that you kind of agreed to and in group form. What's an example? Like
trying to
bad.
think of one right
like
now.
when you call someone bad, you're like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
like-
cool, you know?
Like 6'7"?
Like if you call someone bad, like, oh, they're cool, or like, oh, they look good.
Yeah.
But bad is like
Yeah, you're not
just,
supposed to be
like
bad.
villainous. You're not supposed to be bad.
But now, like, if I ever called you bad, you'd be like,
Oh,
you
whoa,
think it was a
whoa.
compliment.
Hey, don't be doing that to our viewers. Ah, no.
954.
No, stop. So, I think that's also a really interesting part of a language. The definitions.
Yeah.
It's like the words that you're saying. They're literally just sounds that are coming out of my mouth right now.
Yeah.
What even am I saying?
When I think about that, like, it's so crazy.
Can you even understand me? Like, sometimes I think I don't even speak English.
Somehow the sounds that you're making mean things to me.
Isn't that crazy? Right. So that's what that is. So knowledge claims feel stable only because we assume the shared experience between us.
Yeah.
So as we were just talking about, is that if you say something to somebody, you kind of expect them to understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So knowledge comes from your experiences.
Yeah.
And that experience is shaped by perception, and perception varies between different individuals. So
Yeah.
therefore, knowledge can't be uniform. So even the things that you are saying cannot be equally applied across the population. Like the knowledge claims that you're making, like the things that you're communicating,
Yeah.
not everyone is going to understand them, even if you're speaking the same language.
And that brings into the conversation cultural interpretations of different things. Like,
Right.
just like you were saying about China, where if you just comment on someone's weight, it's more like common talk than it would be in
Right.
other places. Here, someone will fight you for that.
So be like, what'd you say? What'd you say?
No.
Right. So I want to start doing this thing at the end of our videos. So I want to get into some quick definitions, which we just taught you what that means. Some quick definitions that are important to TOK, this subject matter. So what is a knowledge claim? What makes you know what you know? So first we have knowledge. Things that we hold true derived from experiences or being shared from one party to another.
Knowledge claim, an assertion about what is reality or what is truth. Just like we went over. Any of those metaphysical statements, observational statements, they're just assertions about what you perceive as true.
Right. And then this is kind of something that I touch on a lot in TOK, like that's kind of important to me. The 3 types of knowledge, which are empirical, experiences, and skills, which I'm sure we'll talk on more in another video. But the 3 types of knowledge are very important. So everything is knowledge, right? But it depends on how you classify it. So there's empirical knowledge, which is objective facts, like we talked about that already. There's experiences, things that you know, that you learn.
Yeah.
And then there's skills. So like being able to do something.
Yeah, and this one gets kind of hairy for a lot of TOK students, where it's like, how can a skill be a type of knowledge? But it's like Floyd Mayweather will throw a punch better than you ever could.
Because of that knowledge that he has.
That
He has
that
knowledge.
has.
It's
That's
not
skill.
only, yes, that's skill. So next we have acquisition of knowledge, the methods of how we go about seeking, obtaining, and applying new knowledge. So how you get it? What means are you getting this information from?
Yeah.
These skills, experiences, and facts.
Yeah, and that brings into conversation reliability.
Right.
For TOK students, you have to take into account the
Bias.
reliability of where your information comes from.
Absolutely. Then we have areas of knowledge, which we're going to be covering in the next couple videos. Areas of knowledge, which we are going to be covering in the next couple of videos, right? So there are a group of disciplines that share a common methodology and scope of knowledge. So there are 5. Are there 5? There are 5 areas of knowledge in TOK. There's art, science,
history, math,
and then there's human science and natural science. That's 5.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why we're called the AOK. Areas of knowledge stands for AOK.
Yeah.
But we're the advocates of knowledge.
I hope you knew that.
Oh, I hope you know that we just taught you something. Okay, and lastly, I want to stress language helps us coordinate. It does not synchronize perception.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you speak the same language or just because you're saying the same thing does not mean that you're communicating the same thing.
Yes.
It goes for both of those things that we touched on today.
Common problem in relationships.
Conflict, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In TOK, we are not necessarily interested in the content of knowledge claims. Instead, the main focus is on asking the question, how do you know?
And at that, I think our video is pretty much done. I really like your piercing.
Thank you so much.
And it's actually really cool. It's really new. You just copied me though. Really copied me.
I'm the blueprint, low key though.
Like, okay, but you know I was gonna get more.
Who's the blueprint? No, you gotta put like
a poll.
Yeah, like
A poll.
who got more swag?
Okay, and I'm gonna dye my hair blonde next, so then they could all say that I did it better.
If I lose, delete the post.
Wait, he's gonna lose anyways.
I'm gonna
you might as well just not put it up.